guys, how's it going? I am on a recording marathon today. I am recording all these videos because I am super lucky. Hubby has taken the children to their grandfather's house to play, giving me the house to myself. Today, this video, we are going to talk about my Wet n Wild haul. So I recently went on to wetnwild.com and I placed an order, and I know that probably seems insane, but they were running a free shipping and 20% off sale, and I took advantage of it because I have been super into the Rebel Rose collection. So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. I ended up spending $56 on their website after the 20% discount and the free shipping. Oops. But let's get into this haul and talk about it. I have used every one of these products, so I feel confident telling you a little bit about what I think. So let's talk about something I completely fell in love with first, because let's start on an upper. They just released this new toner. So this is the Photo Focus Rose Toner. I really am impressed with Wet n Wild so far. So first of all, this is glass. Huh. Who knew? You know I'm a packaging snob. It's something I've mentioned in previous videos. I am a packaging snob. I will be the first to admit it. So the one thing I will say about this product that was a downer for me is that there's no directions on this bottle. It has English on one side, French on the other, which is fine, but there's no directions. Like, it doesn't come in a unicarton. It literally comes just saran wrapped shut like this, and it came wrapped in some bubble wrap, and there's no directions. So I didn't know if this is something I could it was just strictly a toner, or if this is something I could use as a makeup setting spray. It was really kind of like, what am I doing here? I went on the website, which, you know, it's not a big deal. It's all on the website, but I don't want to have to take the time to do that. I want to be able to pick up my bottle and go, oh, this product does da 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 da, you know, and put it down and move on and do my face. But that's fine. So I have this is a toner, and the way the website describes it is that it's meant to be used as a toner. Put it on clean, dry skin before you apply the serum, which I have also, and we'll talk about. Before you apply your serum, before you apply your foundation, and, you know, all your other skincare. So this is nice. It does have like the little plastic cover, which, I mean, is like, okay, whatever. I will say the mist is great. I don't know if you can see that. Is that coming on camera? It's so fine. Oh God, it smells so good. It smells like roses. So for something that is kind of like a cheapy setting spray, it's so nice. I mean, it just, the smell. Oh my God, the smell. That might be a deal breaker for some of you though. If you're fragrance sensitive, it does smell like roses. It's amazing. It's cute. I mean, I love it, and I would definitely repurchase this. I have used this as a makeup setting spray, and it has worked just fine. So the next item I got is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose Primer Serum. Now, when this first came in the mail, again, no unicarton, no outside box, so no directions. So I had to go onto the website to look it up. So I'm going to save you the hassle. I'm going to tell you what to do. It's, again, a glass bottle, which, thank you, Wet n Wild. I love it. It's really cute. It's a little rubber stopper glass, and you just dribble it out. It kind of reminds me of the Farsali unicorn tears. That's kind of what it looks like. But, you know, it's a liquidy serum. It is a primer and serum in one. It's supposed to have some skincare benefits. When you do apply it, it feels like water. It doesn't have like a gel consistency, which I was kind of surprised. When you apply it to the skin, it does leave it slightly tacky. So, okay, I'm here for it. I'm good. I like that. I like it. So this is a whole ounce. Wet n Wild is a cruelty-free brand, I believe, completely, or at least for the most part. So this is a cruelty-free product. And I will say it does have like a gleamy, opalescent or pearlescent glow to it. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of sparkly looking, but it does not look sparkly once it's on the skin. You can see it's just nice. Now it does dry down once the tacky does dry down. So it does have a slight rose fragrance, not anything like this the rose water tonic does, but it does have a fragrance. So really cool. I kind of like these. I love the packaging. I'm definitely interested to keep using them. Let's talk about this foundation. So it is a stick foundation, which I do like. I will warn you, you cannot leave this up even a little bit. So that's the mistake that I made. It's not like I had it sticking halfway up. I only had it up just enough to use it. And I didn't put up a lot because I don't want to break the stick off. Well, it just fits when the foundation is all the way down. So don't put it on. Now, of course, now it's a mess because I've been digging it out of the lid because I love this so much. I don't want to waste it. The color that I got was Shell Ivory. And I have to tell you, I absolutely love this. I love it because it goes on. I have it on today. Of course, I've been wearing it now for about 8 hours, so it is, you know, starting to wear off, and I'm a face toucher, and I have kids that are against me and kissing me, and, you know, so my makeup does not stay flawless. It just doesn't. That's life. But when I first put it on, it's like, it's perfect. It makes my skin look hydrated, but I don't look too dewy or sweaty, but I don't look too matte or dry. I mean, it doesn't crease, it doesn't separate, it doesn't break apart. I've used it with different primers. This has been the foundation I've been using since I got this box almost a week ago, which, I mean, doesn't seem like that long, but a lot has happened in Pennsylvania. We've had 73-degree weather, we've had 45-degree weather during the day, we've had rain, and we have had sun. We've had all of it, and that's spring in Pennsylvania. Just how it is. You do have to work with it a little bit. So when I say that, I love a foundation. I can squirt it into my hands, rub on my face with my fingers because I'm lazy or I'm in a huge hurry, and run out the door. Like, no fuss, no muss, no brush, no sponge, nothing. Because that's just more stuff I have to clean later. Truth. But with this, I have to use a sponge. So I just buy the Real Techniques, the orange sponge. But any type of beauty sponge will do, but you really gotta, I only do a bit of my face at a time, so I'll start here, I'll do under the eyes, I'll do kind of like this, and do this part of my face. And then I'll move on to this side, and do this part of my face, do the chin, do the T-zone. And I blend as I go. I have not put this all over my face and then gone in with the sponge. I just don't trust that it won't set. I'd rather just not take my chances because I don't have time to wash my face off, reapply all my skincare, and then go back in with the foundation. Does that make sense? Just save yourself the heartache and work in sections. But other than that, I really like it. I think it's great, and I would buy this again, probably over and over again. I like it that much. I don't know if this is new. Like, I'm so behind. I don't truly know. But this is the Photo Focus Translucent Loose Powder, and it's in the shade Translucent, and I love this. This is great. I find that it doesn't have flashback, sets my makeup beautifully. I can bake with it, I can just set with it, and it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look dry, it doesn't make my foundation separate, it doesn't make my foundation crease, and I have tried this with more than one foundation. It's a big thing of powder. I mean, you can see it's nice and big, and, you know, it is a little messy, but a loose powder is going to be messy, so I put it into the lid, I swirl my brush around, kind of like you're supposed to do with Bare Minerals, and then I apply it to my face with a powder brush. It does have a large sifter, so I don't know if you can you see all those holes from the sifting? Like, it doesn't have a very good netting system to keep too much from coming out at once. So you do get a lot of product kind of hanging out in here, and kind of what I've been doing to combat that is I'll take my brush and dab it into the container with all the powder, and then I'll kind of tap it off in the lid and then swirl in the lid and go on to the face. So just keep that in mind. Try not to, I would say another way to kind of keep it from getting out of control messy is to try not to put it upside down. Try to keep it face up as much as you can. I know it's hard, and that's a little bit finicky, but again, it's worth it because I think this was $7, $8, and that's gonna last me for a long time. I mean, really good powder, no fragrance, quality, it's good stuff. This is one of the reasons why this product is one of the reasons why I wanted to order to begin with. So this is the cream blush, the ColorCon cream blush. It is a black blush. The family's home. It's a black blush that color changes with your chemistry and your cheeks. So you apply it with they recommend applying it with a brush, and that's what I did. I haven't tried it with my fingers yet. And you'll put it on and it will turn like a berry hue. So I'm going to swatch it on the back of my hand. I'm just going to kind of go in there. Now, as far as texture, and you can see it in the light, it's a little greasy. So that's kind of con number one. And you can see on my finger, it's black, it's dark, and it's already kind of color shifting. it's a pretty color. It's just not my shade. So that's the only thing, and I should have thought of that before I ordered this, because you can't control what color it's going to turn. So it says a berry shade, but a berry for me can be 100% different from a berry for you, if that makes sense. So I go ahead, you're supposed to kind of pat it into the cheek area, which you can see it's kind of black. Like, so you're kind of smudging this black cheek color, this gray, ashy. So you can see how it's kind of, it almost looks like a bruise. Like, do you see that? Pinky. I mean, it's turning more and more pink, but it's on my skin, knocking over other things. On my skin, it's not flattering. Like, it's not, I look like I whacked my hand and I have a bruise on my hand. And that's how it looked when I put it on my cheek. Like, I put it on my cheeks, and A, it was too berry for my skin tone, and B, it had that gray black cast underneath it, so it looked like I got slapped in the cheek or something. Like, it just, so once it's on and it's like blended in, it does lose that greasy feel. So if you are the type whose skin is going to break out easily, this might not be for you. But I'm going to play with it some more. I'm going to try it on the lips. I really hate to buy something that I'm just going to go, here, whoever wants to use it can. Hi, baby. There's my baby. It's not my favorite, but I'm going to try to make it work, and I will update you if I change my mind, which I don't think I will, but I might. You never know. Hi, honey.
What's up?
You want to say hi? Say hi. Doop-a-doo. Photo bomb. All right. So there were 2 eye palettes, and of course, once I took the tag off, I didn't realize I inadvertently took the name of the palette off. So it doesn't come with a mirror. I'm just trying to reduce some glare. So this is the palette that I got, and it's it was a little bit more versatile of the 2, and it looked a little bit more like shades I would actually wear. So this was great. I was actually really pleasantly surprised. Let me swatch the shades for you real quick so you can see them. I will tell you the mattes are a little dry, but in this palette, the metallics are beautiful. They are spot on beautiful. But the mattes are a little dry, and again, not something you can't work with. I've definitely used worse, and I will say the worst shade in the palette is going to be this guy right here. This dark, like, purple, you know, which purples are hard. We all know it. This one's the worst one of the shade, and honestly, I could have lived without this. But I did a really nice eye look. I did a really nice wearable eye look. What the issue is that I had to incorporate other palettes with this. So they don't have shade names, so you can't really like get into it and go, oh, you know, shade da-da-da here, shade da-da-da there. I really wanted to record this video wearing these instead of wearing like the blues that I have on today. I do love the lace detailing on the pan, if you could see, and I love that they're shaped like roses. Again, really, really nice. Like, I love this color. It's just so pretty. And this one. And so that, I mean, this palette is like 3 out of 4. Perfect. That one plummy shade, eh. It would have been nicer if they put a nice transition color in there, like just a nice matte brown, something basics. Put it in the crease, do your look, you're on your way. So I think this was worth it. I did not play with the other palette. I don't know if the other palette's colors swatch well. I will just say that they're not the most wearable shades. They're very dark. So if you don't wear a lot of dark shadows, that might be a deal breaker for you. And if you don't wear dark shadows, this is really pretty as a liner. Just throwing it out there. And the last thing that I got is a new Liquid Catsuit High Shine Liquid Lip. So, first of all, these are my favorite. I have some of the other, some of the original Liquid Catsuit lips, and they're my favorite. I literally wear them all the time. And I have some really expensive lipsticks in my collection, but I just love these so much. They're affordable, you can coupon for them, and they stay on, and they do a great job. This particular one is a lipstick though. It does not dry down, so it's not going to dry matte. It's going to have some shine, It's going to have some shine. And so there's the shade there, really pretty, a nice rosy pink. This is the most wearable shade from the collection. I feel like the other ones either lean dark or lean like light and are a little different. They may work for you, but just for me, this is the most wearable shade. Really, really pretty. And I kind of had to giggle as I was looking at the packaging So I went and pulled out my Jeffree Star liquid lip. I only have one. This is the shade Poinsettia. It's a Christmas launch. Look. Like, I think somebody, and I got swatches on my hands. I think somebody from Wet n Wild is like, is poaching Jeffree Stars. Look here. I'd have to look and see who came up with it first. But anyways, I think this is great. I love this. I would definitely keep using it. Here they are. And they are the cutest stinking brushes I think I've ever seen. They're like little black roses and they are colored pink like this, in which this is a very nice densely packed brush. It's really, really pretty. It's super cute. It's not too heavy. It is heavier. Like the top of this, I mean, there's no way that you could have this style of a brush and not have something that's a little bit heavy. So yes, it's a little bit heavy, but it's not a deal breaker. So I do love this one, and it also came with this lovely eyeshadow brush, which I thought this was going to be awesome too. It's a nice shape to it. It's cute. It's a little stick. It's a little rose. It's cutesy. It's cheap feeling. It's cheap. Like, I could bust this with no force, you guys. Like, this one, the handle feels more substantial. It's still thin, but it's very flower feeling. Like, it feels like a flower. The idea comes across. This feels very reminiscent of, it's very light, so it feels very reminiscent of a child's paintbrush from one of those paint with water books. Like, that's what it feels like to me. Like, literally I could break this with one hand. That's how like thin it is. And the other downside to this, which I thought this was going to be such an awesome brush, but this plastic here gets in the way. So you're going to apply your eyeshadow, and I have smaller eyes. Let me get closer. I have smaller eyes to begin with. So you have this eyeshadow and you jam it in here. It's hitting up here. It's hitting down here. You can't like blend really well. And maybe it would be a different story with somebody with bigger eyes, but if you're like me with smaller eyes and a hooded lid, you're not gonna be able to use this. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna wash it up and pass it on because I have no use for this, but I am gonna keep this one because it's cute. So that's all of it. So let me know what you think. I am super thrilled with my purchases. There are a few things in there that kind of were like, and that I wouldn't buy again. This is a limited edition collection. There are a lot of reviews out there talking about it, and I have not watched any of those reviews because I did not want my opinion swayed either way. So now that I've done my own review, I will actually go back and watch them because I'll be interested to see if some of the other influencers out there, not that I'm an influencer, I keep saying that, like, I'm so important. Like, I don't even have 50 subscribers, but you know. But I wanted to see if there were any other influencers out there that thought that it was awesome or liked some of the products or maybe used some of the products differently than I did and had better results. I don't know. I'm done rambling. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Did you like the products? Did you buy any of the products yourself? Did you try any of them? Is it available at Ulta? Which it probably is. I just can't make it into Ulta with all my kids because there's too many hands. I can't keep track of 10 hands. It's just too much. And so I don't usually make it in there, so that's why I ordered from the website. But I wanted to know, like, do you have any of this? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? What's your favorite? What would you buy? What interests you from this collection? I want to hear. Please subscribe. I would love to have you. And please, you know, talk below. I'd love to talk back with you, get to know you. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will see you next time.